It's your boy D.
I'm sorry. We're feeling in a homeroom with Smooth. Class is now in session.
Yo, what's up? This is the Homeroom with Smooth podcast, episode number 280. Yes, the whole gang is actually here. This is nuts. So we got Frankie, we got King, we got Shar, and we got Slay. What the fuck is up?
Happy holiday season. I guess that's what we're all together.
Oh my god.
Got that jolly cheer.
Frankie Worldwide back in the building.
Bringing it to you live.
Yeah, Frankie Worldwide's back. I'm excited to be back. Been traveling, so been away. Now I came back to play. So let's do it.
Okay, not the rhyme. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Welcome back.
Let's go. Topic numero uno. Oh my god. Why? So listen, Shar, you gonna start us off? You gonna start us off? Go ahead.
I got you. Okay, so our girl Krishana, she's always up to something. That girl's always up to something.
What?
So
She
decided to go ahead and remove that tattoo she got right here that you can't unsee because it's right in your face every time she talks. So her baby daddy Blueface has been on a tangent for days now. Something wrong with the dude, and she finally is waking up and is like, okay, something's wrong with him. I don't want him on my body anymore. So she has started the process of covering up the tattoo with something else. She's gonna have to get multiple sessions. The first session is done, so it's turning into like a flower rose, whatever it is. All right. So in the middle of his event, he accused her of sleeping with Offset. So I don't even know where the correlation came from. He said, while you're removing my tattoo, you need to be worried about how you slept with Offset the other day.
It was like weeks ago too.
So Offset responded and said, dude, I ain't ever talked to or touched that girl. You need some help.
For real.
We don't ever hear Offset like address nothing. We don't ever hear that man address nothing. He was like, let me clear my name real quick. So in the process of all of this, this is like a 2-for-1, y'all. In the process of all of this happening, everybody's like, well, Cardi is known for like suing people for saying her name. So Cardi releases a video and says, oh, I just want y'all to know that me and Offset broke up a while ago. I just didn't know how to tell you all. She said, I felt like this was the universe speaking when he was brought up and accused of sleeping with Krishan. She was like, I don't know if it happened or not. I don't really care. I'm happy. I've moved on with my life. So it's a lot happening right now. What are your thoughts on this?
All right. Who wants to go next? Oh God.
That's crazy. Can I just say,
yeah.
So Cardi B coming out with saying that, people are saying, oh, she's clout. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that until this morning, which you just talked about, Shar. They're saying that she's clout chasing because Nicki Minaj just dropped an album and she wants attention. She just did a TikTok. That's what I'm saying. She just did a TikTok live concert thing. So of course we're gonna see a lot of her right now.
Yeah, I watched
it. And then I had no idea that Blueface had said that about Krishan and Offset, which is why she came out and addressed like, I don't care. We're not even together. So that makes a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm. I just want to throw it in there before whoever goes next. Cardi and Krishan are good friends. Cardi has come to her like support and told her, hey, I'm here for you. And even because I know Cardi is in Blueface's Tatiana remix. She's even like addressed like, hey, I'm just on the song. I don't have anything to do with this dude. So just have that fact there is also.
Okay, cool. So let me just go ahead and say this. But first of all, I am so proud of Krishan actually removing that face, because whoever had to see that regularly, that's a wild thing to look at, man. I'm sorry. Like I don't want to see that in an 11 p.m. session. Like I don't want to have to see that. Like
11 p.m. session.
and then the fact
Hey,
that
yo.
he alluded to, and I ain't even seen those, that there's 4 more pictures of her on his like of him on her body. Like 4 more. I'm like, what? Like, how is that even necessary? Please don't tell me the other one's like on a butt cheek or something, because that makes it even worse. Like, you can't escape this man's gaze.
I honestly, I would take what he says with a grain of salt. I don't know if his face is on other places on her body. I do think she got more tattoos of him on her body though.
Like, yeah, and like names and stuff.
Yeah.
I do think it's that much, but Blueface, like, is in, like, I said this earlier, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't got much to say about him. He is in a downward spiral. Okay. This is the death spiral I was alluding to a long time ago, because he's nothing without her. Like, literally, their whole clout and everything is about to dry up real fast. Nobody cares about Blueface. Nobody. It's in concurrent. It's, well, in not concurrence, but it's in like alignment with Krishan. Everything stems from her. It always goes back to her. And now, without her being in his life, without the because allegedly the kid ain't even his. I'm like, good, it's a clean disconnect. I'm with this wholeheartedly. Like, she might actually get her life together. Huh? She might actually get her life. I don't believe it, but if it's true, this will be the best thing that ever happened to Krishan. Actually, I don't even care who the baby daddy is. Never tell me who it is. Never tell us who it is. Never. Just get the dude to sign the birth certificate if you want to, and just leave us out of it. I'm cool with never knowing who the baby's father is. I don't have a need to know. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
I thought you said it in a manner like, don't try to find out who the baby father is.
No. Definitely find out who the baby daddy is.
It's Blueface is just narcissistic and wants it to seem like she had a baby, but it's his baby.
Yeah, he's tripping. But
look,
Offset
as a Krishan representative,
right, for sure.
I'm just stating the facts. I understand that, like, she's done a lot of insane shit and she's always in the news for something dumb, but like, come on now, that's that man, baby. He just stupid.
Now, Offset, my brother. This ain't looking too hot, bro. Like,
City Boys down.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was all for y'all married and y'all being together, you know what I'm saying? And y'all like working on stuff. Like, y'all just being like, nah, we're done. Like, I'm not surprised. Okay, I'll be banned. I'm not surprised. But man, like, you know what I'm saying? But them breaking up, like them,
that man cheats every other week.
They kept breaking up all the time.
Look at me, they're gonna be back together next week.
That's how I feel too. That's how
the vibe I got from Cardi B sitting in that dark room telling us like that, that's a done. That it seemed like a done woman at that point. That looked a little bit like a done woman. Like she might be completely done. No. So she's done. Like, as far as like, as soon as she gets another dude, she's fully out the door. She's fully out the door.
Eyes, bro.
She might slide back, you know what I'm saying, for a little midnight rendezvous. But I mean, that's what people do. That's what people do. Like, that's what people do. Like, it's just keep it in a band. That's what people do. Like, let's just keep it a stat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm done now.
Out here.
I'm done now. All right. So
Pickens out here, bro.
Especially when you're rich.
Exactly.
Like, you gotta have control.
Her pool of men is so small. Like, bro, they gonna be back together by next week.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope not. I really hope not.
She's probably be an athlete.
Huh?
Maybe possibly.
Athlete.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Brittany Renner look, it's possible, bro. I'm not saying it's not. Bro, look, athletes don't care, bro. They don't take care of themselves. They don't make sure things are covered. I'm pretty sure a lot of them, Cardi B is very popular. I'm pretty sure a lot of athletes would jump out there to be with Cardi B, 100%.
Okay, I thought you was gonna say something crazy.
Little babies, the baby.
Not little babies.
Little baby, baby.
First of all,
You talking about Krishan?
Cardi B won't go for Zion.
Little baby came out with the
Cardi B, she's not gonna go freaking make her.
Offset did she? When hasn't Offset? First of all, let's back up here. This man has cheated on Cardi so many times, I lost count. Okay,
did she cheat on him too though?
No,
she's never cheated on him. And
allegations.
my point is, like, that man has cheated on her over and over.
Yeah.
Then where's her self-respect?
And he always sends her like thousands of flowers to the house every time he does it, and like she always comes on.
And then what y'all want?
Offset. That's why me and King were like, I don't believe that they're actually really done.
Let's get into what you just said. You right here in this corner. Did you say ain't that what we want? For you to cheat on us and give us a whole bunch of flowers.
That's not what I said.
Comment section, go on.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's what you said.
I was saying, I was only talking about the flowers part. I wasn't attaching that to cheating.
So you want
careful. Be careful. Be careful with that one.
Yeah. Whoa.
Hey, black men don't cheat. I'm not a nigga. I'm a black man.
Well, I just wanted to go up because once someone said Cardi B and Zion, and I'm like, Cardi B better not degrade herself to Zion Williamson. But I mean, if she goes back with the cheater, she might as well. So, but I have no dog in the fight. Like, I don't even know why it matters. I think Cardi B should just move on and be done. And yeah, that's what I have to say. Freaking, it is funny though, because at first he's like, oh, like I haven't seen this woman before, but they were at the same party. So I'm pretty sure they talked.
So, question on a scale from
who said that he hadn't seen that woman before?
Who said they hadn't seen the woman, huh? I'm confused.
Offset.
On the scale from 1
to 10. He didn't say that. No, he did.
Yes.
He did say that.
Where he say that?
Where?
Yeah, I
he said that.
I haven't seen that.
It was on the thing because he was saying that was his response. He's like, I never talked or seen that woman before, and they're at the same damn party at Cardi B's house.
I interpreted it. I interpreted it as like he's never cheated with her.
Yeah.
Not like
I interpreted that he never slept with her like that.
Yeah, he just talking Atlanta lingo.
Yeah.
Nah, you should have said I have seen that woman. I didn't mess with that woman though, because you did see her at the party. So now I'm speculating.
You gotta understand, Offset is a hood nigga, so you gotta like translate hood language. What he meant was, I ain't never touched her, I ain't never slept with her. Don't put my.
I don't need to translate Offset's message should be clear, especially when he's being accused, and especially when he has a fucking history. So therefore he has a history, and it's all allegedly. So he's getting back in her good graces. So he's very careful with what his words are.
I understood what he said.
He does that every time though.
As a woman who's been cheated on, if you said to me, right, when I was not healed, if you said to me, I've never seen that woman, and then I found out that y'all was in the same vicinity, you better clear that up real quick because now I'm speculating.
Right there. Bam.
But he didn't say he never seen her.
That's toxic.
He did. He said I never seen that woman.
They're interpreting it that way. They're interpreting what he said.
Yeah, that's not what he meant. Like I read that.
But he's saying he never talked to her. So I'm with Slay because pretty much if it comes out
he's talking about like talking.
I understand what you guys are saying, but I'm saying I did definitely see what Slay is saying as well too. So he's saying I never talked to her. So if a video comes out with them talking. But luckily, he's not with Cardi B anymore.
I'm looking at the response. There's nothing that says I've never seen her. It says I never talked or touched that lady.
Sure. So I'm saying, so if something comes out with him talking to her,
yeah, that's different.
No, but it's not literal talking. Like, hold on, we're not. No, we're not gonna go down this rabbit hole.
I'm validating I'm validating what Slay said because his response. Like that too. So if he's
hypothetical literal lingo, yes, but
okay, but what we're trying to tell you that there is that perspective. Like I said, when you've been cheated on, you're gonna be like, I don't care what you're saying. I don't care if you say you've never talked to her, touched her, whatever. You've never seen her. You've been blind, SZA. I can't see. I'm blind. I don't care. You were at that party, so now I'm speculating.
We're not doing this. We're not.
Yeah, this
How
is
come you
I'm
guys can have
telling
your
you that
opinion, but we
there's
can't have
that
our opinion?
perspective.
I have no
No,
dog in
it's
the
not.
fight.
It's not even an opinion.
y'all lost me
No,
on this one.
no, but because you're saying we're not doing that, but I'm saying from especially with his history and what he's saying, and he's saying I never talked to that woman, so
I
I'm
disagree.
backing up Slay's point, saying that hey, that
No, look.
Nah,
If you want to
y'all
look
lost.
through Jaded, I've been
Ebony
hurt
King handed
glasses
I'm not
and
looking
read
through
and
Jaded.
read. No. I'm just saying. No, I'm talking about Slay's position. This is how it's coming off. If you're saying your position is, I'm looking at it through Jaded, hurt glasses, and he's saying he never talked to. When we know talk to means like in a relationship with talk,
Exactly.
like
Come on,
dating
y'all.
talk. Like it's not. He's not saying I literally never spoke to her because that would be a lie. That'd be a straight up lie.
I get
That'd
that.
be a straight
I
up lie.
understand
I
that.
think I've seen them in the club together.
That's
That's a
why I said
lie.
he's speaking hood lingo. Like you have to understand what he means.
I understand the hood lingo, but what I'm saying is even if you're speaking in hood lingo, the trust issues are there. So if you tell me that I've never talked to her, blah blah blase blase blase, I'm still gonna think, hey,
See,
there's
I'm not
potential because
interpreting
you were in
it
the same
that
vicinity.
way.
King, what do
I
you
get
have to say?
perspectives. I get what you're saying. I just don't see it that way. Ebony King has had his hand up for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so
You waiting?
look, I've been over here patiently waiting, but no. So I think they're both one. If you know somebody has cheated on you past and you chose to stay with them and you're still looking at them with jaded eyes, you shouldn't have stayed with them. Two, you shouldn't have stayed with somebody who cheated on you in the first place, especially multiple times. If you know they have those tendencies, walk away. Right? So both of them are to blame for this. It was inevitable. It was going to happen. The history repeats itself. So, man, look, I don't care about either one of them like that. They both should. They're both adults, right? It is what it is at this point. They're gonna get back together. So I'm not putting any stake in it. I guarantee you, by the end of this week, look, Cardi B gonna make a post. Oh, my boo, my babe. Same thing she did last time. Everything gonna be back together, bro.
Facts.
So, hey, look, he gonna send about 1,000 roses this time. I think he sent 100 last time. He gonna send like 1,000. He probably gonna do one of those big ass bears made of roses. Look, they gonna be cutting up on
That's
Cardi B
a
next post.
slanderous. That's slander right there. You better be careful. Cardi B be suing people.
Hey, that's not slander. He just
Yeah, it is because none of those.
He just said they're better. That's not slander.
Better and what context we don't know. You know, better.
Yeah.
Why?
You also
Better
have your
how?
personal opinion, right?
I
Personal
guess.
opinion is not slander. Slander, anyways, that's a whole different. That's like a whole different legally. That's a whole different conversation. But
Yeah, you're
I
allowed
haven't
to
seen
have an
the chick
opinion.
yet. I haven't seen the chick yet.
Otherwise,
Better
we would be
perspective.
sued and off the air immediately. This podcast would be over. This would be the last episode.
I wasn't talking about us. I'm talking about that comment
like,
right there.
Tasha.
That comment right there. That's some Tasha K stuff. That comment right there. You know, Cardi.
But that's perspective though. Better and what? They might be a better
That's
listener.
If y'all
Hey, look, that's what men want, to be honest with you, bro.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many chicks I lost.
So I do want to ask the question since we're right here, and we'll just skip right along. So nobody. Let me see how I ask this.
I'm laughing because I already know I'm ready for whatever about that.
So what constitutes cheating? Because I do want to add a little thing that I thought about in here, a little topic, because I watched a clip of some mess, and I do want to ask this to y'all. What constitutes cheating?
Who want to go first?
Go ahead, King.
Anything that you would not do in front of me, I constitute as cheating.
Anything?
If you would not do it in my presence, meaning that you know that inherently I view it as wrong, and you know that I view it as wrong, I consider that cheating.
Oh,
okay.
I'm going to be a little more specific. I consider cheating the thought or act that involves another person. So if you are
a thought,
I'm going to get to my point. If you exchange numbers with someone that's not your partner and you're thinking about what you want to do to them and you're texting them and you wouldn't text them otherwise, that's cheating. if you have specifically done something outside of your relationship that's sexual or flirtatious to a point that's way too far, that's cheating. Um, Pretty much anything that involves sexual flirty acts and it's not your person. What I mean is, like, say for instance, you meet somebody when you're out and it's not your partner. Y'all are just texting on some flirting shit. That's cheating. Because why on earth are you texting this person these kind of things? Because as soon as you start texting somebody or saying certain things to them, it's going to eventually lead to action. That's what I mean.
That's not true.
Yeah. I'm about to if I say it on message, it's gonna happen in real life.
Other man her phone number.
You said what?
If I say it on the phone, it's gonna happen in real life.
What?
My follow through is immaculate.
He said he's standing in business.
Look, hey, Smooth,
yeah, I'm standing completely on business. Like
we know. Look, hey, look, Smooth started his own book, Hotel Diaries.
Leave me alone, bro. Hey,
Hotel Diaries.
Hey, stop. Time out. Slay, go ahead.
You got me glitching. I'm glitching.
Listen, my whole computer just fell when you said
that. Exactly, I had to glitch. What were you saying up here? This one. What were you saying? Yeah, you were saying something. I couldn't hear what you said though. Before I go.
No,
are you talking about just now?
Yeah, like
no, that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Just go. Just go. Okay. It has nothing to do with nothing.
I said Hotel Diaries.
No. Just stop. Just
not the Hotel Diaries. Not that. You said something before that. Anyways. So I think I consider cheating definitely. Because now there's like cyber cheating, right? Texting back and forth, DMing each other, that type of stuff. If some of these things that you're DMing this person or texting this person, you can't say in front of me, then I do consider that cheating.
Yeah.
Because now it's more than physical, right? It goes beyond the physical. There's so much people have so much access to other people now. So you don't have to meet this person. You can just virtually seduce them or seduce each other, and that's cheating.
Yep.
Frankie, just go.
I'm just giving the cop-out answer. It's different for every person in every situation, and especially with all the shit that's going on in the world and people with their quirks and what they allow and what they don't allow.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I really can't define cheating, and I mean,
we know, Frankie, because you just said that texting wasn't cheating. You just said that.
I said that's not always true. Because you're saying and it's kind of like what, and I'll throw it out there because I lived in Vegas for a while too, so I knew a lot of bartenders, right? So their job was to look available but not be available, and especially with club promoters as well too. So they had stuff like that too, and they were texting people all shit like that too, to get people in there, because that's kind of like their whole shtick, right? Too. But of course, with them, they have to have a very, very comfortable partner with them as well too, and that's what I'm saying.
I can't date.
That's why they're the most single category.
No, but I get you, but that's what I'm saying. Like my friend Dave, he's married. Like that too, but his job, that's his job.
I get it. That's why I can't date bartenders, club promoters, or DJs for that reason.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Ask him a question.
So what is the Frankie specifically? Everybody else you can answer too. Well, what do you think the chances are? Is it higher or lower that somebody who works those jobs is more likely to cheat?
Honestly. Okay, so you're asking me what are the chances, or do they have more opportunity? Because I know bartenders like that too who are freaking loyal, the most loyal people that I know. But I also do know that they have more opportunities to cheat. So that's the thing. I think it really does depend on the freaking person too. And then especially in these days with social media too, because I've noticed it for me as well. And it's something simple as a roller coaster shit. When I have a girlfriend on my page, my engagement goes down. When I don't have a girlfriend, engagement goes up too. So I do know also is, hey, look available but be not available too. And It's and that's what I'm saying. And in today's world, there's not a straight answer. And so that's why I'm saying I can't answer it, which is why I'm saying I'm giving the cop out answer. It's very, very dependent driven situations. So like all your answers are correct. And then Char was straight up honest. She's saying, I can't date these people like this because this is what's going on.
Yeah.
So, but she's upfront with that as well too. So even the person she's saying they might not be cheating, but she's saying, hey, that's not good enough for me. We need to part our separate ways too.
Word. Yep.
Word.
Okay. So for me, I think I feel a lot like what King said was basically like if you would think twice about it and I'm there, like you probably shouldn't do it. You probably shouldn't do it. Like that's just the easy litmus test. Because if you wouldn't do it in front of me because you know it's gonna invoke a response, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's just a problem in general. Now I get it. Different people have certain jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like, you know what I'm saying, as like, as an influencer or as like a personality or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, like the jobs you guys listed, where you gotta kind of flirt a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of be available a little bit, you gotta kind of work the room a little bit. So like things might come off a certain way, you know what I'm saying? But that's just having the understanding with your partner, and that's rapport you have to build. That's not something you just walk into. You have to build that. You know what I'm saying? There's some initial level of trust, but then there's also like trust you have to build upon. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to trust. It's not just like, oh, I trust you. No, it's how much do I trust you is the question. But yeah, that's really it on that. But does anybody have anything else to add? Any other questions? Yeah, go ahead.
You were saying that you just said something about trust. I have a follow-up question. Do you think that trust is earned or trust is given?
Oh my God. Okay. So look,
and that question is for everybody.
So here's the thing. The initial level of trust is given. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here's the thing. You give people your trust all the time. When you're walking down the street, you trust that the person next to you is not going to knock you the F out. You know what I'm saying? You trust that they're not going to rob you, to some degree. I know, I feel that. No. I feel that to some degree, yeah. You have some level of trust just to exist in society. Mm-hmm. However, when you're talking about a relationship, like, yes, I trust you to go to the store and come back with the items that we need. You know what I'm saying? But do I trust you to go to the strip club? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different level of trust. You know what I mean? Like in that scenario, you know what I'm saying? Do I trust you to be out in the club drunk? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I trust you in that scenario? Do I think you have good morals and values at every stage in your existence? You know what I'm saying? Like it's that is built through rapport and me knowing you versus like, and I'm not just gonna blanketly trust you. Like, I don't care. Like, there's nobody that I'm gonna give a blanket. All things are good. You have diplomatic immunity, but I'm done.
Yeah, I want to say something before I forget, and I'll let y'all go. So, I think there's different levels of trust, right? And so I think off bat, if you don't have like the first level of trust, then you can kind of like ruin a good opportunity, right? So people with trust issues tend to overthink, and they will push away a person who means no harm. So when I say that, I mean like you have to trust to a certain extent. Like if you really, sorry, I'm congested. Like if you really want a chance at love, you have to trust that person. If love is really something that you value, right? Now, there's also trust that's earned in relationships. Like, of course, the more you get to know the person, the more you trust the person. But I think initially you should have some form of trust. Now, when I'm out in the streets and shit like that, or like driving, I don't trust these people out here. I trust God. I trust that God's going to protect me, but I don't trust what these other people do. I don't trust that they might not try to break in my car. You know what I'm saying? I just do my job of trusting the creator that I believe in to protect me. But I know that at any given day and time or whatever, things can happen because there's a lot of free will. So that's what I'll say on that. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, y'all.
So my light just went up. But one thing I want to kind of what Char said. I call it implied trust and personal trust. So to me, implied trust is like that initial trust. Even if you don't know somebody, you may have a implied trust based off how y'all meet. If y'all are work partners or so and so, that's implied trust. And personal trust is for those who get a little closer in your circle. I have a question following this, but everybody can answer the trust thing. And I have a question about trust, but I'm gonna ask it after everybody else answers.
Okay, Frankie or Slay.
Go ahead, Slay.
So trust for me, because I basically give everybody like that initial. I give you a clean slate until you give me a reason to not trust you, and then trust is something that you're going to have to earn. So it's kind of like I have to feel you out. Of course, I have to feel you out, get a sense of who you are in order for me to give you my full amount of trust. So I definitely think for me personally, trust is something earned, case by case basis though, depending on the person, the relationship, that type of thing.
Ebony, your background is messing up. It's making that staticky noise.
My background?
That's his mic.
Your audio, because he touched your mic.
No, it messed up when he did whatever he did. There you go. That's better. Oh,
there's
yes, it is.
It's static.
It's the cord with the mic. That's what we mean by it. Because when you say background for him, he's looking at it visually. Like it's just the audio. Just
whatever you just did, that fixed it.
Yeah.
I said I guess I'll keep it simple. There's three stages of trust pretty much for me. The first one is pretty much you already have it until you break it. The second one is when I get to know more about you. I know how you are. You get that second stage, and then the third stage is that unconditional trust.
I like that breakdown. That's nice.
Go ahead, King, for your other question.
Yeah.
No, first I want to respond to you when you just said that. Because that word scares me every time I hear it.
Unconditional.
Anytime I hear the word unconditional,
I don't mean it as unconditional because you can break it. I was just using it. That was the third that came to mind for my three different.
So that's how you internalize it.
Yeah. Oh, I know I don't because I just use that to show that it's a higher level. I don't really think because I don't believe in an unconditional anything either.
Okay, all right. So my question was, and it's mainly for the women, but everybody can answer this. Why so often does a man's boundaries become synonymous with insecurities?
Can you expand it a little more? I'm confused.
So oftentimes when a man says that I don't want a woman who does X, Y, and Z, a lot of the women on the internet go directly to, oh, you're just insecure. Like, why is that?
Can you give a specific example?
So I'll give an example for me, right? I made a Facebook post about a year-ish ago. I shared it on Facebook and Instagram. And I created like a list of the things that I was looking for in a woman and the things that I were not looking for in a woman, right? Mm-hmm. And one of the things I said that I wasn't looking for in a woman was a woman who frequently clubs and a woman who has male friends. Okay. And they went in on me in my comment section about, oh, that's insecure. If your woman can't have a male friend, that's insecure. And I'm just like, damn, like that's a boundary that I have. How is that now an insecurity?
I don't know if you can necessarily put that as a woman thing. I think it's case by case. So for me personally, I have amazing guy friends who are in relationships and like they're like brothers to me. And I personally, now I'll put it to you this way. These are guy friends. Like if I were to get married, if I could have like bridesmen or whatever, those are the men I would make like a part of my wedding, right? Like, and of course I would introduce my significant other to this person. Like it's not somebody I'm hiding from them or whatever. I have found that men sometimes seem to think that every man that a woman is friends with has an ulterior motive. And so that is why women tend to think that it's insecure, because it's like, dang, well, like, I have friends that are really they're brothers to me, that the brother that like is not blood, and that's it. But when friends like of the opposite sex is off limits altogether, at least for me personally, it does kind of make me feel like, well, dang, like I don't know, it just seems a little strict for me and what works for me.
You got some space, Lee?
I do. I agree with that, because I do feel like the boundary and the insecurity, they kind of like, they cross, they commingle. Something happens there, because a lot of men have that insinuation that because she has these male friends, they're definitely messing around, have messed around. And it's like, no, I feel like it's important for men and women to have friendships of the opposite sex. I think it is. And so when I hear a man tell me that, that's an automatic red flag, because I'm like, you're going to be strict. And I've been in that relationship already where I could not have male friends, could not be around males. So I will not be doing that again. That's a red flag for me. And I think a lot of women can attest to that and be like, I've been in a situation like that where my partner or my current partner has told me I have to drop my male friends because he believes that there's a pursuit. But I also have seen where certain male friends will cross a boundary, or like your partner will tell you, I think he kind of likes you,
yeah,
but you're not seeing it. Now, if you tell me something like that, then I'm going to be like, okay, you know what? It's kind of looking suspicious. I'm going to have to sort that guy out, or you know what they're doing.
Go ahead, Char.
I do want to add. I want to add to this, and that, I'm glad you brought up the boundary, because I was going to say I understand that when you're in a relationship or you get married, you also have to have those boundaries in place. Now, I understand, me as a single woman hanging out with some of my guy friends till 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm single. I don't have like anybody. No, I'm not talking about alone. I'm like, we might go out and hang out, because that's my homie. Like I'm telling you, my homies are literally just that homie. I'm saying that's okay because I'm a single person. However, once you're in a relationship and you get married, it is not okay to be hanging out with your guy best friend at his house or wherever till 3 a.m. That's disrespectful to your partner. So there definitely has to be boundaries. Now, if the only thing you've experienced is a person being friends with the opposite sex and they're crossing those boundaries, I can understand why that's X'd out altogether. Like, you can't have this opposite sex person because you've probably been burned before. I get that. But people do cross boundaries a lot, and that's not okay.
Can I respond?
Okay, go ahead, bro.
It's not a negative response. Often people, I think a response, people like automatically go to negative. I write down stuff so I don't forget my thoughts. So I think a lot of times when men say this, because generally, right, and I say generally for the majority, not for the exception, right? Generally, men know that when we see a beautiful woman, I think somebody actually made this quote, like, men don't see beautiful women and be like, oh, she would make an amazing friend. Men don't do that, right? If I see a beautiful woman, it piques a certain level of interest in me. Listen, men, like, you make that face. Men do not see beautiful woman and be like, she would make an amazing friend. Oh my goodness. Like, that doesn't happen. Women may do that. Men do not do that at all, right? Now, there are situations where you guys may develop rapport, you're around each other in a certain capacity for a certain amount of time, and you guys may, take a liking to one another's character. That definitely can happen, right? But generally, when men think of men vehemently wanting to be in another woman's space, there's usually some type of attraction there, right? But let me finish.
No, I'm sorry. I could go next. That's all.
Yeah.
We're in this race, but like you see all the time, right, on social media where they do these tests with a lot of these men and women's friends, and see, like, all right, well, call your male best friend and see if they're willing to cross that boundaries. And the vast majority of them are willing to cross that boundaries, right?
So wait. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, finish your thing. Cause I just want to read the comments real quick, and then Frankie, you can go. I just want to make sure they're heard.
Okay. And me knowing that, he would willingly cross that boundary if given the opportunity. I'm not. I'm good. Well, go ahead, Frankie.
Okay.
Comments first.
Yeah, so most people on the internet tend to be insecure and they perpetuate that other people are. Well, I agree with that. And then everybody's just mostly projecting. And then, but if you're a man specifically uses that at a boundary, I can read between the typos.
Yeah,
I would respect that out of respect for him, and I love that. I love that. You know what I'm saying? If that's somebody you want to be with, you always want to respect whatever their boundaries are. Yes. Frankie, go ahead.
So two things. One, the social media videos are freaking staged and fake, so I can't really use anything.
I'm not talking about the staged ones. I know which ones you're talking about. I'm not talking about the staged ones.
I'm saying even when they're not, because unfortunately I go out to the freaking beach and they do those all the damn time.
Yeah, I'm not talking about those. I know the ones you're talking about. Yeah, I'm not talking about those. Are obviously staged.
But the other thing too is that so you kind of went both ways. So you're saying, okay, a guy doesn't look at a woman and say, hey, she will make an amazing friend, which could be true or not true. I'm not going to fault you on that one too.
But you got to quote me correctly. I said a guy doesn't see an attractive woman.
But I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with you. I'm saying you could be right, you could be wrong on that one. But then you also said that, hey, there could be a rapport that's developed over time. So if that's how that friendship is, because sometimes it doesn't matter what you did to get to the dance. It matters what you do when you get there. So then if it happens and then they're just friends like that too, what's the issue with that? Because one of my best friends in the world right now is a freaking woman. And I don't find her attractive too, like that, like at all too. She's pretty, but I don't find her attractive. But it's also been because we worked together for freaking 3 years. As well too. I think maybe if that's a boundary, it should be case by case, and kind of like what Shar said, one shouldn't hide their friends from their partner as well, and then you might need to go ahead and explain the relationship as well too. But I will say from your point of view, if I'm dating Shar and then she's like, oh, I met this new friend like that too. Oh, where do you mean from? Oh, just right now at this time. Then then I'm gonna be like, So I do see both sides, but I also think that it's not just that scenario. It's not just men being insecure, because I said my ex-wife, that was like the first thing she went and for her it was insecurity, but they're not the only ones that said, hey, you can have friends of the opposite sex, because I remember that for me that was the first thing we got married. Then I was like, oh yeah, like your friends, they have to go. And the thing is, like, my family is and my family, for me, we have a lot of extended family and just friends that have been there freaking forever. So then because of their children, so they're pretty much like cousins to me. And my ex was really, really down on them too. And I'm like, well, no, this is Nicole. I'm freaking known her forever. This is like that too. Yes, Nicole is freaking gorgeous, but I'm not gonna fucking touch her. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to curse. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good, bro.
But it's stuff like that too. So on the other one, I just don't think that it's I don't think it's male or female specific. I think it's just a person. People just do that when they're insecure, and it's easier to be insecure and lay something down rather than going ahead and actually talking to the person, explaining what's going on, and then finding out where these people are coming from as well too.
All right. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and give my ignorant. First of all, I got to be a little ignorant. All right.
Oh Lord, here you go.
All right. So first of all, what I want to say is, all right, there's a little truth to what King was initially saying. All right, like, because when dudes see, like, there's that initial in your head, like, yo, hey, let me, you know what I'm saying? But then again, here's the caveat to that though. Like, you see her, you're like, man, I would whoop. But then you talk to her and you immediately go, you know what? No. No, I'm not crossing this line. You know what I'm saying? I've learned more than enough about you. We're good right here. You know what I'm saying? You'll always be sis. You know what I'm saying? And for me, you know what I'm saying? Like I have a female best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I have a couple close female friends. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that whoever my partner is, like that's a bridge we're gonna have to cross. You know what I'm saying? Because like they not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not going nowhere. Like anybody, and that's just how loyal I am as a person. Like anybody that's been rocking with me and been riding with me, like that's it. Like they're gonna be here. You're new. You're new. You're new. They've been here. They've been proven. Like I'm not removing nobody. So if that's how you feel, cool. Like you can go because you're more quickly to leave me than they will leave me as a friend. Just facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and you could get married, you know what I'm saying? Divorce in 4 or 5 years, and then I'm back at square one, but I'm gonna still have them as friends.
Facts.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they
and
can
no,
leave
no,
as friends as well.
I mean, but that's just how I feel. Like, that's just how I feel. That's first of all on
You're
that.
preaching, Smooth. You're preaching.
But on the what did I want to say earlier? I'm trying to remember my thought from earlier. But on the flip side, I can. Huh? You got it written down.
You start writing it down.
I know. I should have wrote down what I had to say, but I was trying to do like multiple things at the same time on my phone, other things. So, with that being said, though, I do not, I I do not want to be in a space where she can't also have, you know what I'm saying, like male friends, because there's a certain benefit to where you can leverage a relationship, you know what I'm saying, to where
Yes.
I could potentially also benefit from that as well. It's good to be networked, you know what I'm saying, and be well liked. I don't need her to be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? If this person, you know what I'm saying, as long as there's nothing gonna come from this, you know what I'm saying, like sexually or emotionally, you know what I'm saying? Cool. Y'all can be cool. Y'all can be cool because guess what? We might need that connection one day. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? That might lead us into something else. You know what I'm saying? And even if it doesn't, it's just beneficial to have good people around. You know what I'm saying? Like there's never enough good people in your life. There's never enough.
And
You can't even buy that. You can't even buy that.
But it's funny you say that too, because my friend I was talking about was because her boyfriend deployed like that too, and his car was on jacks, and she actually needed me to go ahead and freaking take his car off the jacks and everything because she can't drive a stick and stuff like that too. So it was that too.
Helpful.
So you know what? While we're talking about cars on jacks, we should talk about this Salvation Army heist. Right?
Smooth transition.
Hey, no, we gotta talk about it. So, Shar, I'm gonna move you back up to the corner. I'm gonna put you right here, and I'm gonna let you preach to the choir about why DC streets is in hell.
I just want to say
That's your backyard.
that I was a victim to the insane car. So right now, DC has a lot of carjackings, car break-ins, tires being stolen, whole cars being stolen right now. I was a victim. All of my wheels were stolen off of my car 2 weeks after purchasing my car. So I took the steps of now I have an alarm system, I have wheel locks, I have a steering wheel lock, and I had all the shit to my car, okay? Because that
the club.
But they have gotten insanely crazy. The other day, a teenager hijacked I want to say he was in a secret service, so he's definitely not getting out of jail. And then recently, they just carjacked a Salvation Army truck? Like, what is wrong with these teenagers? They've really gotten out of hand. And I'm sorry, I'm reading the article. It says a Salvation Army truck that provides hot meals to those in need stolen from DC. Like, seriously? What? One week they stole an ambulance. And the issue is DC. When these kids get locked up, they can't keep them, so they get a slap on the wrist. Basically, they bring them in. They're like, "Oh, they're too young to go to jail," so then they release them. While they're in jail for the little amount of time they're in there, they're learning the system, and so they know what to do to get away with it. And if you know anything about the mayor of DC, you already know that she ain't worth a damn. So she ain't doing nothing to crack down. I think they said one day she was handing out free steering wheel locks or something one day. Like that's when I saw the problem. It's a joke. It really is a joke. And then on top of that, like you can't. DC has no. Like there's different states that have open carry. You're not allowed to carry weapons. Period in DC. So the kids that are doing this are carrying them illegally, but they're getting a slap on the wrist. So if you defend yourself, you're going to jail. It's just like a cycle of things.
Wow.
Okay. All right, let's. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, so look, first of all, I do want to say the kid that stole the FBI vehicle, you're a moron. You are a moron. You can tell those vehicles are in DC just by looking. So the fact that you were like, oh, there's nobody in the car, I'm gonna take it. No, them are the worst cars to take. If the key is in the ignition, do not touch the car. This is some free game. Don't. You going to jail.
You going to jail.
You didn't even have to take the car. Just by hopping in there, you committed an offense.
Mm-hmm.
It's federal property, bro.
Yeah, that's a felony, my boy.
Well, he carjacked. So basically, he held the FBI agent at gunpoint. So you really about to be locked up.
Oh yeah, you gone.
He gone.
That's like 16 charges right there.
Man.
You're gonna die in jail, okay?
Man, or when you get out, you're gonna be drawing Social Security for a year.
What kind of kid? Hold on. First of all, what kind of kids is in DC?
So these kids are
don't
like.
do that, Slate.
No.
Good question. So these kids are between like 10 and 13 that are doing this.
Is this Gotham City? What the heck is going on here?
No, because Batman will fucking be there.
Batman right now.
DC is Gotham City.
What is going on?
That's
DC and New York.
It's funny you said that because me and my friends call it Gotham City right now. It's
sounding like Gotham right now. I'm just shocked.
And I understand. Like here's the thing. So everybody knows that like DC in the 80s and 90s was like very crime infested. Like this stuff was normal. It feels like it's going backwards and back to where it was because it tapered off for a little bit. I mean, obviously every city has crime, but this like last year there was 400 and something car thefts, jackings, all that stuff. This year it's almost 1,000.
Yeah, and what I want to say to that is, okay, technically you could blame the new mayor, and I hate being like this.
That's what I said.
I hate. You know what I'm saying? Like Republican talking points. I really hate Republican talking points, but on this one instance, they're right. You had to keep those same rules in place to keep them from doing it. The moment you lightened up, you allowed people to go, okay, I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to take that chance. You have to stay strict on it. You can't walk it back as if
changed them to.
So all I know is it became a lot less.
I could tell you because they're doing the same thing in California too. It's pretty much catch and release now for a lot of things because what Char was alluding to was that the system. It can't take other people too. So a lot of stuff, pretty much, unless you hurt somebody, you're pretty much out of jail. And I said, I have a friend at work who's a police officer, and that's the thing that she complains about because pretty much it takes her longer to freaking process people and bring them in than for them to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So
that wouldn't happen in Florida.
Listen, it's happening.
Held until you're 21 and juvenile.
No, it's happening in Florida because the thing is, it's not just a juvenile thing. It's just the system as a whole. So there's certain things that it does happen in certain places of Florida, like it's happening in Miami.
Yeah,
and people get released.
Yeah, because it's something that's going on because it's kind of a catch-22. People, they don't want to pay for prison and holding people in there too because people that are going into these facilities and they're getting 3 hot meals, everything, and we're paying more for people in the system than public education.
I mean, the amount of our taxes that go to prison systems, like it's the same with other situations. I'm not going to speak on. It's the money is already allotted for that. Like,
no, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying what happens is that but people, they don't look at the money that's allotted, they don't look at percentages, they just look at an amount. So I'm saying that's one of the things that people look for too. So when new laws come down and new props are down for people to vote on, they're saying, hey, this is a freaking good idea, and that's how they get them.
And also, I do want to add that, you know what I'm saying, there's the stigma of, oh, we don't want to build new prisons because we don't want to feed the prison industrial complex. But then
They
at the
literally
same,
build for-profit prisons on the
no,
day.
no,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah. I mean, they do build for-profit prisons all day. However, they have to go through like getting permits and then getting zoning and all that other stuff. And it's the optics of it. Like, people don't want it to happen during their administration. You know what I'm saying?
And
like, yeah, go ahead, bro.
oh no, go.
Right.
Let's go.
Yeah, I just want to point out two things. One, it may be happening in other places, but DC is at the top of the list right now. Like their numbers have surpassed every state right now. They're past Baltimore right now. And that's
No, I'm agreeing with you on that one. I was just saying it's happening everywhere. So that's how I could speak to what's happening with the whole catch and release.
Yeah,
thing.
and I also want to add too, the laws are different in all these states, and unfortunately, the laws when it comes to locking up these kids in DC, they don't do anything. So, and that's why the school systems here are trash. Like there's not enough stuff that they're doing in DC, and I would never raise kids here. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not enough they're doing in the school in the school systems here, and whatever aftercare programs they have to keep these kids out of the streets. So now they're doing this. Now they've all apparently teamed up together and decided, oh, we're gonna go rob people and we're gonna go break into their shit. They don't have shit else to do when they get out of school, or they're skipping school and doing this shit in the middle class when they should be. There's not enough laws here. That's what the problem is.
Yes, and that's the same thing that's going on with LA with them robbing all the stores, as far as like mass going in there stealing all the clothes. Because again, there was another law change or another policy change, more so than law, but the policy change allowed them to then be catch them, and the risk ain't there. Like what it used to be ain't there. So they're like, okay, like somebody read the law, some smart criminal read the law and then spread it amongst the dummies, and now the dummies are crashing out.
Yeah.
And we have to honestly, like, we have to become more strict again. Although I hate seeing it because the optics of it look bad. It looks like, oh, you're locking up all our black children. First of all, ma'am, sir, and ma'am, please parent your child.
That part too.
That's all. Parent your child. If you know a child, please try to correct them and get them back on the straight and narrow. If you know they into foolishness, talk to them about it. Just talk to them about it. That's it. I'm not asking you to be responsible. I'm not holding you responsible because, again, people make dumb mistakes all the time. They're going through their phases of just doing stupid stuff. All right. It's just they're deciding to do something that's egregious to me, like rob Salvation Army. I can't get behind that. I don't know why you would take from them, of all people. They're trying to really help people out. There's a lot of people that could use a good jacket right now. Good
easy target.
You know, huh?
Easy target.
I mean, granted, yeah, it is an easy target. I mean, damn.
It's not a smart move. And it's around the holidays. Like, it's just all around bad.
People don't care.
People don't care. And
that's why you see mostly women that get robbed, or like you rarely see people target someone who looks like they can defend themselves.
Yeah. Which is true, because
walking around here like Big Bertha. Then
now with these carjackings, you throw those statistics out because they're also targeting Uber drivers. So like, it don't matter having more people in the car. They're targeting if you're Uber.
Well, no, because they're using weapons, and like I said, but if you look at them, a lot of them they're not violent, because like Smooth is saying too, like unless like if you get caught, like unless you're a violent criminal. Then
and I also want to add. I just want to add, when it comes to DC, I wouldn't necessarily add the gender in there, and that's because you cannot carry in the state. Like if I were to carry, a non-criminal was to carry and defend myself in DC, I'm gonna be locked the fuck up because it's illegal for me to carry.
No, trust me, I'm
not saying this towards you. I'm just saying this, and I'm putting it out there.
Yeah,
I do believe that a lot of crimes are targeted more towards women, but in this case, they're just going for any and everybody because they know that in DC you can't carry.
And that's why I think it's dumb. Like, my bad. Go ahead, Slay.
I just wanted to say real quick, if it's children or youth that are getting or that are doing these crimes, then DC definitely needs to look at maybe, I think Frankie said it, holding them until they're of age to go.
Agree.
And I hate that. I hate
I
that.
agree.
I hate it because I know that I'm not gonna say it, never mind. Because I feel like that's very prominent here in Nevada, and if they're changing it everywhere, because I know a lot of people who were caught doing certain things that were in the system until they got older and were old enough to be prosecuted in adult court. So y'all might need to look at that.
But have you heard of the mayor? The mayor does not give a
Yeah.
damn. That's the
I
problem.
haven't heard of the mayor.
It's again, it's one of those things where unfortunately I'm going to sound like a conservative, a Republican. Hopefully I don't sound
Well,
MAGA.
no, yeah,
But
yeah.
That's not synonymous. That's
no,
not
no, I know,
synonymous.
I know. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. I'm just talking shit. Okay, I'm just being funny.
Can you
all right?
just so are you trying to say you're not in support of the pipeline to prison, but you want something to be done, right?
Yeah, yes, that's
Okay.
what that's yeah. But I was trying to be funny about it, man.
Slay
Y'all
with the
just
save.
y'all ruined the whole thing because y'all over there taking me literal, man. I'm
No, I
We're just trying not to get you canceled, man.
Yeah, we try to keep you from getting canceled.
I guess
bro.
just a
I'm
person-
fine. I'm fine, bro.
I
I'm
guess from a
fine.
person who's lived here for quite some time, and I know how this mayor would rather spend money on dumb stuff we don't need money spent on versus what we really need help with. Like she really is an Uncle Ruckus. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Yeah, I said it, but a lot of people don't like this, like the DC mayor. If you could just Google her name and there's nothing but hate comments that come up because she does not care about the people.
Yeah.
So, like one thing I would want to say, that's why I would never live around the DMV because one, I'm 100% a gun rights person. Because if criminals don't care about the law, and if I know for a fact that criminals are going to have guns, why would I not want to be armed so I can protect me and my family and the people that I love? Like that just doesn't make sense to me, right?
I agree.
And the holding until you're adults thing, right? I don't feel bad about that because if you allow something to continue to happen and kids they see, oh, we can just get away with this scot free, they're gonna keep doing it.
Yep.
If you have punishments and the harsher punishments are, the less likely that people are going to commit the crime and get that punishment, right? So punishments need to be in place.
I agree.
And I guarantee it's just like as kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you see a lot of badass kids running around here because their parents didn't discipline them. You came to my grandma's house and you did something crazy. She don't care who your parents are. She don't care where you're from. You do something crazy to her parents, she going out to that switch tree right beside the house. She whooping that. Yeah, it's like, yeah, nah.
That's another thing. You can't tell in this day and age, and even though I'm a intentional parent, gentle parent, if an adult, I'm raising my child, that if an adult tells you something that you shouldn't be doing, you should listen. And a lot of parents in this day and age, you cannot tell their kids anything, or they're fighting you. So that's a great point that you bring up.
Yep.
Discipline.
Something else to say, but I forgot. So
discipline is missing.
I will second what Slay said because it happens all the damn time.
Yeah. And as much as I love kids, man, I ain't working with them. I'm gonna keep it a band with y'all. Like I give shouts out to all teachers, you know what I'm saying, all child care professionals, like all of y'all. Like I give y'all the most like kudos I could. If there's ever a vote for a pay raise, I'm voting yes because y'all deserve more in what y'all having to deal with because these kids is not us. Like when I was a kid, we could not do the stuff that they doing today.
Well, but
it was not flying.
And I just want to add that it is unfortunate for someone like me who really loves the city. I've been here a long time because it provides a lot of opportunity, especially for Black people. It's one of the top top most paid areas. There's a lot of opportunity, a lot of progression, a lot of progressive people here. So it's very motivating to live here. But what's happening right now is very hurtful to see, and it just kind of changes my level of thinking and the way I have to move about things, and it's unfortunate.
So to say this and to wrap it up, okay, Mayor, what's her name?
Muriel Bowser.
Bowser,
Muriel Bowser. Yep.
Bowser, ma'am. Okay, Miss Bowser. All right, I'm gonna stick to that. Ma'am, you're going to lose re-election to a Republican now for the first time because all he's gonna have to do is run on crime, and it's gonna look super bad on your party. And then your party's gonna spend the next 8 years digging themselves out of a hole. Okay. And that's gonna be your fault. Okay. I need you to correct your actions and get your stuff together. But the last thing I do want to say before we get up out of here, all right.
And do question of the day.
Oh yeah, and do question of the day. God, I always forget about question of the day. That's why I'm glad y'all forget. Y'all remember.
I already got a question. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so cool. I do want to say, you know what I'm saying, congratulations to Christina, my homie Cristina Mackey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She's able to be out in public with her relationship. I kind of knew it was like a 50-50 ball from when we was having a conversation on whether or not it was Rick Ross. I'm not if you watch the interview, you would know why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was kind of there, and there's a lot of extra conversation that's cut from that. But yeah, it was kind of there. Like it just made sense. It made sense. It made sense to me. But I guess the real topic is though, like why do people hate on people's relationships so hard? Like and just immediately compare them to like the other person that they was with. Like, why do people do that? Like, what's up with that?
Know. I can't answer that for you.
I think it's the familiarity with like the relationship, or they're so people on social media are so used to seeing this particular couple together, and so when you move on, they're like, "Oh, I thought you guys were gonna be together forever," and it's like these are real people, and they're not always going to be together, sadly.
Whoa,
so I feel like
that. Why you equated those two things?
Not all the time, not all the time. Unless you're married, then I see hope. But if you're dating people, then I'm like, it might not always be a forever type of thing. They dated, let these people move on. Y'all just hating because some of y'all don't like love.
And I also think like a lot of people on social media don't have a lot of people who are heavy into social media don't have a lot of meaningful connections outside of social media because they waste so much on the connections that they see in stars, football players, basketball players, like all these superstars. Because like if you have meaningful connections outside of social media, how somebody else conducts themselves, who they're dating, like maybe you're interested in it, but it doesn't hold a ton of weight in your life. Like I didn't even know about it till y'all brought it up.
Yeah, I only knew it because I had to post a clip. Like one of my homies, shout out to Paris, man. The guy Paris, not the girl Paris, but the guy Paris. That's my homie. No, I have two friends named Paris now. So my homie, he hit me up and he is like, bro, he's like, you gotta repost a clip, bro, like today. And I was like, and I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, I don't have any. Then I was typing on the computer and then I went, hold on. I think I do. And I scrolled through my phone. I couldn't find it because I have way too many clips in there. And then I went into the Dropbox and sure enough, it was in the Dropbox. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? Got me an easy, gonna be 100K views before the night's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy. Yeah. So I appreciate him.
I'm gonna buy you a hard drive, Smooth.
Huh? No, it's
buy you a hard drive.
It's not about having a hard drive. I wasn't here at home.
So I had to you can carry it with you. Well,
I can't plug it in the work computer. You know that. No.
What kind of phone you got?
It's just an iPhone. Why would I need a hard drive?
I'm saying, do you have the 15 Pro Max?
I have a 5. Look, I have 512 gigabytes. I have enough space on my phone. I just have to organize.
Hold on. He thought you had a new iPhone with a USB-C, which is why he wanted to give you a hard drive so you could do it anywhere on the go.
So you can connect your hard drive to the new iPhone.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't want all of that.
Yeah.
So if you go into the files, you can literally record from your phone. It'll go directly to the hard drive. Like it'll record to the hard drive.
Yeah. Or you could just move it because I've been doing that with my iPad for a while.
That's actually beneficial. Okay, yeah. Now when I get to do other stuff later, you know what I'm saying? When I start doing street interviews and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
That or if you got like an iPad Pro, same thing.
Okay. I digress. That was actually
question of the day.
What the God,
Hey, I
Hey,
helped
wait,
solve
wait,
that
wait.
one. Why are you so
y'all
mad
ain't
at
have
me?
nothing.
Wait, I
y'all
got
ain't
a
have nothing
question.
to add to that.
I got a question.
So
Slay, you
what?
got an Android?
Huh?
You got an Android?
We all have iPhones, you idiot. We're in the same group chat.
Whoa!
Okay, so since
Right. Bruh, see
But you
numbers,
tried it, though.
blue messages the whole day and go, I wonder if she got an Android.
No, listen,
So
I'm
wait,
asking that. I'm
wait,
asking that because when we started saying
wait,
that, like Slave
wait,
face like kind of changed.
No, I said my face changed because if y'all didn't know, I'm from the Congo and I do not support buying new
Support Congo.
new Apple devices. So if you could buy a refurbished device, do that because I'm not doing that over here until this iPhone explodes. Which King, I have an iPhone. Until this iPhone explodes, then I will buy a new iPhone.
Yeah.
But it's gonna have to explode because we're not doing that. That's why my face was twisted up. Because why you buying the new iPhone 15? You should not be doing that. Buy a refurbished phone. Your phone works perfectly fine. You should want the new shit. Anyways, I'm done.
All right. So, question of the day. Are y'all ready?
Y'all really?
I don't know.
All right. No song
Let's
today.
go. Come on. Sure.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Sure.
Thanks, y'all. Thanks for stepping. I'm too congested for all that. So, what fictional world or place would you like to visit and why?
Say what?
What fictional world or place would you like to visit and why?
Fictional. I thought you said fish, like fishing world. Would I like to? I'm like,
no.
what environment I'm going to fish?
Sorry, my congestion.
Yeah, I'm like, this is an unusual question. Like, let me step into my bag. Well, first of all, is there fertile ground? Can I dig up some worms or something? No, I'm playing. But anyway, so fictional world. No, but sorry. Anyway, just let me have my weird thoughts. So fictional world, the fictional world that I would go to where I would feel the safest is almost none of them because most of them involve extreme levels of violence and you're probably going to die. Like, let's just keep it a band. Let's keep it a stack. Okay. Like, so I can't say places like, I'd have to pick somewhere where I know I'd be okay. But like, for instance, like first thing that came to mind was like, oh, I'll go jump into Dragon Ball Z and then I'll die when they blow up the planet for the like 16th time. So I can't join Dragon Ball Z. So I'd have to, if I think about a fictional world, okay, and I'm thinking about somewhere that's going to be relatively safe for me as a person and I'm not collateral damage. I'm gonna have to just, you know what I'm saying, be a little
scared.
Man, I'm gonna have to be a Pokemon trainer because they seem to be all right.
Dang, that's
they seem to be all right as a fictional world. Because look, if you join Marvel, you're gonna get snapped. If you join DC, you're gonna be a slave to dark side.
You don't have any powers though.
No, I mean, even if I did have powers, fam, I'm just gonna have to fight, and they're gonna kill me.
You're gonna have
kill me.
I'm gonna say mine next, dude.
Why can't you
go
be
ahead? Say yours next, bro.
Wow, that's crazy, Char. That's crazy.
The hell is happening?
What is this?
Sorry, my dog.
So, if it was me,
what's the sound he make?
I'm thinking that in my head. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh no, she stepped on something. That's why she's on my foot. She turned something on. She stepped on it.
Oh,
okay.
What the hell vibrating? Anyways. So if it was me, it'll be Central World. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Fam, you're gonna die.
Let me finish. Let me finish, bro. Like, if I can get reincarnated into that world and have the same powers that he had, I would definitely get reincarnated to that world. I'll be so OP. I'll be so OP.
Bro, fam.
So you have to explain why you chose that place.
So if I'm able to take on the abilities that he did and absorb, defeat enemies and gain their abilities, you know, and promote myself after I get certain level of souls and stuff, bro, I would become what's above a demon lord, a true demon lord dragon. I mean, that's not really a thing, but I'll become like super level. Like you wouldn't be able to touch me.
Okay.
I will own that world.
All right.
Fam, that is very optimistic. And
Bro,
like
you so damn pessimistic. That's
no. Pessimistic is saying like, yo, you finna live.
Bro,
in
you
a
literally just saying you gonna die. That's not pessimistic.
Whatever, y'all finish. I'm gonna let y'all go. Go ahead. Clay, you look like you really wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Oh,
Harry Potter's not bad.
I was gonna say that. Anyways, yes, I would be what is it, Hogwarts? I would definitely be there. And let me be the fourth gang to Hermione, Ron, and Harry. I'm gonna be the fourth one, so we could defeat what's his face, the guy with the no nose. What's his name? Voldemort. I think I would survive. I would not die. I'd be a good wizard, whatever. Witchy, biatch. That's me.
Frankie.
Then I'll go.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Why boy put up the prop? Tron.
What is that?
Tron. I'm
Tron.
going to the grid, man.
He's wearing the shirt and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know anything about this
See,
stuff.
I follow Char on Twitter, so I already knew what the question of the day was going to be. So that's why I got dressed for the occasion. Oh no!
An avatar?
Oh, Avatar. So
Avatar.
Yeah.
No. What is wrong?
No. Tron was it the digital frontier, the grid? You're able to go between worlds and everything, and do that. So much stuff you can do with the ISOs just to go better yourself and empowerment. Plus, you get to do some pretty cool neon shit over there too. So I mean, the grid seems like a pretty awesome place, pretty safe too as well. Plus, there's not many users, so people won't be trying to kill my ass. So
I said, don't people get killed in Tron? What are you talking?
Get straight deleted.
So
dang.
All right. So
I just want to say, can I just add one more thing? Smooth, you my brother. I love you.
Yeah.
My man just assuming any situation he gonna die. So I know if I get a hard situation to expect Smooth to run.
No, in these shows, we're not talking about real life. We're talking about these shows. We're talking about power systems that, if you're being honest, you're being placed into this world. You have no clue what the next person can do. You're telling me you're gonna walk up on somebody and just know what they're gonna be able to do?
Sound like DC to me.
Yeah.
All right. So
anyway,
the fictional place I would choose is Wakanda. And that is because it seems pretty safe and vibranium runs the world. Why not?
That ain't you know what?
That's a good
not
one.
Too bad. Till you realize you're part of the greater Marvel universe and Galactus is
This man's so pessimistic.
Well, my answer still stands because nobody else has vibranium, so my answer still stands.
You want everybody to get snapped?
I know.
This man is prepared.
Bro. This man got every prop known to man.
Oh
Man,
my goodness.
big facts. He got everything. All right. So look, y'all, outside of my pessimism, all right, if I was to give a realistic answer, okay, I join the world of Bleach, okay, and hopefully I get a really cool sword.
That's even scarier than everything that.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying if I'm not being pessimistic. If I'm not being pessimistic.
But okay, let me just say this. Because
I'm definitely
you're definitely gonna die in Bleach. And then I gotta go, y'all. Yeah.
How would I just die? You can't say I'm gonna die on you.
Bro, the likelihood is so much higher.
You heard what you said, right? You said Bleach.
Have you seen the last episodes?
You will die.
Yeah, you're done.
No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? That's what Bunkai is.
You're done.
No,
none of us are gonna die in our world.
What if I have a really cool ability? What if I have a really cool ability?
Like that Thanos snap ain't got nothing on what's going on in Bleach. I'm telling you right now.
But here's the thing: I'm not a regular fodder character. I have a Bunkai. They live pretty long.
Nigga, you know how many captains died in the latest season?
They have Bunkais too. Not that many actually died. Not that many. Like, because when because see, here's the thing. You know what? You know what? Because I'm a manga reader, so I'll let you.
I read manga too.
So, what I'm saying is not that many people are dead. Okay, like at the end of it.
My lord.
Yeah, sorry. But anyway, look, y'all. I want to thank y'all for watching. You know what I'm saying? This episode of the Homeroom Smooth podcast. Sorry, we got a little nerdy at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Wakanda forever.
This is part of us. This is part of our life. You know what I'm saying? It's the voice text. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, this has been episode number 280 of the Homeroom Smooth podcast, man. Thank y'all so much for watching. We finna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe. Lock your cars. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you put a lock on that mug, man. Anyway, we up out of here.